So it's clear that Bernie Sanders supporters are pissed. We're angry, and the only other people that can understand why we're so angry and just can't get behind Hillary Clinton are Bernie Sanders supporters. So this video is for the people who just don't get it. So what I'm going to do is share some videos of Bernie supporters, and I'll also put in my own 2 cents.
I don't give a fuck about Trump, okay? Trump is dangerous for this country, and so is Hillary Clinton. What's she going to do for me? What's she going to do for my children? What is she going to do for my community? Yeah. Is she going to frack the hell out of it? Is she going to put more of the soldiers on the ground?
I love this woman. She's a delegate.
Do you believe one damn word a woman like her says? How can America believe this when yesterday she proved to us that when you're a corrupt person, she's going to promote you? What did she do with Debbie Wasserman Schultz?
Exactly.
She promoted her. So what does that say about the Democratic Party? We need to clean house.
Thank you.
We need to clean house.
I want you. Young cabin talk.
Yes. We
That's
need to
our
clean
home.
house, and I hope everybody understands the seriousness of this.
Right.
If we, the people, do not get behind democracy harder than we ever have in our entire lives, we're not going to have any democracy. People have been laughing at me and, oh, well, you know, they've been saying that forever. Do you remember this? Do you remember that? What I remember is that by the thousands and hundreds of thousands in this election, people were wiped off the voter rolls. People's affiliation with one party was flipped to another. Did we hear the leaders of the Democratic Party, including President Obama, get out and try to do anything about it?
Nothing.
No. We've got to stop it. We've got to clean house. We've got to demand it. We've got to stay with ourselves and build this revolution. Bernie wants to help us build the revolution, but I'm not a sheep for Bernie or anybody else, and I will not spend what few years I've got left on this earth to help someone like Hillary Clinton. So come take my credentials.
We want it to be known that this was a stolen election, that these results are not valid. The exit polls have been off by a deviation as much as 10 points in New York, and the way that this electoral process has been carried out is wrong. I want more than Debbie Wasserman to step down. There needs to be an investigation into the DNC and how this happened.
Is there any way you vote for Hillary Clinton in the fall?
Absolutely not. And it could have been possible, but they don't want party unity. That was made clear when we chose Tim Kaine as our running mate. It was made clear when they refused to take the TPP out of the platform. It was made clear when they decided to let Debbie Wasserman step down, but put her on Hillary Clinton's campaign as an honorary chairwoman.
It was your brother, I think, that jumped the fence earlier, yes?
Yes, sir. We are both extremely active, and he jumped the fence. I've worked the campaign in 3 states, and he drove people to polls in Baltimore where he experienced voter suppression.
They don't want party unity. I couldn't have said it better myself. And look, here's the thing. Everyone knows who's watched my videos for a long time that I'm actually late to the Bernie or bust train. I was going to fall in line and support Hillary Clinton if Bernie wasn't the nominee because I don't want Donald Trump to be president. But, and you know, that's still true. I don't want Donald Trump to be president, for the record, of course. But the thing is that now they pushed me away. Anything that they could have said and done to get me to go to the Green Party, they did it. And see, me not being Bernie or bust, that was before the election fraud. That was before they called us sexist and tried to slander Bernie Sanders. So the lack of party unity is due to the corruption and disrespect that we've been paid throughout this election. So let me explain why I'm pissed. This election is bigger than Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. So I'm not just disappointed that my candidate lost. Hillary Clinton won by illegitimate means. Now, if you cheat, you're not a legitimate winner. So not only am I taking a principled stance by not supporting Hillary Clinton, but it's about preserving the integrity of our democracy. Now, with that being said, I respect your decision if you will be supporting Hillary Clinton to defeat Donald Trump. I get that. I also want to defeat Donald Trump. but I don't just want to defeat Donald Trump. I want to defeat him and also send a message to the Democratic Party so that way if Hillary Clinton is the next president, she sees, whoa, look at this huge amount of voters that actually went to Jill Stein. I really have got to do a lot while I'm in office to pass progressive policies that they like. That's the goal that I'm really looking to achieve by voting for Jill Stein. I know that she's not going to win because she's only on the ballot in 23 different states, so she would literally have to win every single one of those states, basically, including red and blue states, in order to win the White House. So I'm hoping that my vote will help the Green Party grow into a bigger, viable party someday, but most importantly, I think what a lot of people are doing are voting in protest, not because we want Donald Trump to win, but because we want to tell the Democratic Party that they're not entitled to our votes. They have to earn it. And let's be honest here, Hillary Clinton, she's not running for president for altruistic reasons. All she's doing is she is running to enrich herself. And this is evidenced by how she conducted affairs as the Secretary of State, where she gave special treatment and weapons deals to donors of the Clinton Foundation. And look, she's not alone. Donald Trump is also running to enrich himself. Most candidates are. But when we finally had a candidate that we believed was actually fighting for us, you took that away from us. Now, never mind the fact that Bernie Sanders was already disadvantaged from the time he stepped into the race because he was running against a behemoth like Clinton. And, you know, that name, it carries weight if you're a liberal voter. So she had all the advantage in the world. They didn't have to rig it, but yet they still decided to go the extra step and not just rig it, but slander him and imply that he's a sexist, all while crying about how he's attacking Hillary Clinton and needs to stop attacking Hillary Clinton by pointing out facts that she's taking corporate money from every special interest in existence, basically. And here's what the DNC wanted to do. They wanted to keep voters from finding out about Bernie Sanders by limiting debates and by colluding with the media to craft the message that they want. Now, at the end of the day, I do believe that Hillary Clinton is the lesser of two evils, but if you keep supporting evil election cycle after election cycle, then that evil is going to get more and more evil. Bernie Sanders didn't just lose fair and square. What the DNC did is akin to hosting a race, and once they yelled on your mark, get set, go, they tripped Bernie Sanders while Hillary Clinton got a huge head start. That's cheating. If you were to rehold the election under fair conditions where there wasn't mass election fraud, where there wasn't rigging from the DNC, well then Bernie Sanders might have actually won in spite of his lack of name recognition, because he almost won in spite of everything that the DNC and Hillary Clinton put him through. So that's why we're pissed. We were robbed. We were defrauded by donating to a candidate that never even had a chance from the get-go. So if you can't understand that, then I'm sorry. If you're afraid that our vote for Jill Stein will cost Hillary the election, then go put in time, knock on some doors, do some canvassing. That's not on us, that's on you now. Now, you can disagree with my reasoning, that's fine. But you don't get to blame us. You don't get to blame Bernie or Busters if Hillary Clinton loses. You blame Hillary Clinton for that. You blame you for that, for not putting in the work to get her elected.